Welcome to a quick course on social media management. We're going to look at how social media management can impact your business. We are going to look at the channels that you can use to enhance your brand's brand awareness, sales, and online reputation. Starting off with why social media is very important. And there are three main reasons here. Number one is that is where all your audience is. Everyone from a millennial to a baby boomer uh, exists on social media in some form or the other. If you want to reach out to these people, social media is the way to go. Another reason for creating a good social media presence is to gain credibility and reputation. All the major brands are active on their social media channels. All the major brands are active on their social media channels because that gives a sense of credibility and reputation in front of their audiences. Whether it is the number of followers, whether it is the positive comments, whether it is them responding to the queries of the customers, all of that adds to the credibility. Moving on to connections. This is where you as a brand or a business can reach out to the people that you want to reach out to, and vice versa, people can reach out to you very much conveniently when they want. Social media is a great place to connect with your prospects, your customers, and it is a very convenient way of doing it. So the next step is to decide which social media platforms are going to work the best for you. Here are the four major social media platforms that exist. Facebook is literally the biggest social media platform that there is. All your audiences are probably on Facebook. You can find most of your audience on Facebook. Facebook also owns Instagram. Instagram, which is a visual based platform where you can share videos and photos and graphics only. Twitter is a microblogging site where people write short tweets within 280 characters. LinkedIn is a social media platform for professional networking. Depending on what kind of brand you are, what is your target audience, you can pick and choose the social media platforms and decide which platform are you going to rely heavily upon. So the first social media channel that we are going to look into is Facebook. One of the ways that a business can do really well on Facebook is by creating a page, populating that page with the relevant content and reaching out to your audience. You can self-promote occasionally as well. User-generated content is another aspect that a business can use and apply to their Facebook marketing as well. It's always a good practice to schedule all your content prior to publishing them with a social media calendar, and that would help you understand what content is going on which day of which week. As you know, Facebook has a good advertising platform as well, and it's really helpful when it comes to reaching out to your audience, when it comes to increasing brand awareness, conversions, or lead generation. That can help a lot as well. And finally, everything that you have done, you can measure the impact of it by going to the insights section of Facebook. Let's look at a few examples of what can be done on Facebook. A good example of a Facebook business page is this. McDonald's has its page, which is already there on Facebook. They post content that's related to current events. They're posting their collaborations. They're posting memes at times. They're posting content which they have already posted on their other social media channel and repurposing them on Facebook, talking about they also talk about the new products that they are coming up with. So a good practice is not to make every post about your product or your service, but also keep it light and breezy a little bit, but also to provide some value to the viewers, whether you can entertain them, whether you can educate them, or you can bring something to their notice that is of value to them. To create a Facebook page, you can click here, create, and you can create a Facebook page from here. You can also create a group and an event and a fundraiser and an ad, and these post stories and room for your profile. Now let's look at Facebook groups here. This is a Facebook group that I'm a part of. It's a great place for you to connect with very niche audiences and promote if you want to promote, or talk about the product and services, or try to understand the pain points of your audience and try to translate them into a solution through your product or services. And this is a great place to connect with people, to reach out to people. There are events that you can create within these groups as well, and questions can be asked if you have any questions. It's a great place for you to connect with the audience that you are looking for. The next interesting tool that we have here is the Creator Studio. Creator Studio is specifically created for you to easily create, post and schedule them. So this is one of the accounts, this is one of the pages that I have. As you can see, I can see the posts that are published, on what date and what time they were published. I have some data as well when it comes to the impressions, the people reach, engagement and everything else. You can select different kinds of content that you want to look at. You can check out the insights from here as well. This will give you an understanding of what your page is doing, where it is at, what you need to improve and what you need to optimize. You can manage your pages inbox from here itself, and there are some more tools when it comes to creating posts. You can create a post here by clicking the create post. One of the best form of content to post on any social media right now is video. If you have a good video, if you have a good reel, anything, whether it's a short video, whether it's a long video, all kinds of videos are doing great on all social media platforms almost. So depending on what your content is, if it's a video, that's great. From here you can create a post and then schedule it for your audience. You can create a post and immediately publish it, or schedule it according to the date and time that is convenient for you. You can also create a post with a back date, which means that you can take that post and put it in the history of your timeline, or just save it as a draft. Now that we know what Facebook can do, let's start off with the most important thing for any brand or business, is by creating a page. You can click on the plus button here, click on this, and you'll be reaching this page. This is where you enter your page's information. Enter the right name, which is a required field. Make sure that it does not have any symbols, it's properly capitalized, it's not a sentence or a slogan, and any variation of the word Facebook is not accepted. Category is another required field. If you're an entertainment business, mention that. If you're a retail clothing brand, mention that. Talk a little bit about your business in the description. Make it very short and sweet. Upload the right cover photo with the right dimensions as recommended by Facebook. Same with the profile picture, and click on the create page button. Once you've done that, you will land on a page like this. Now, the number one thing here that you can do is add a button. You can choose out of these options what you want. If you're a store, you can add shop now. If you're looking for people to contact you, you can put call us now, send us a message, send us a WhatsApp message, send us an email. I want people to follow my page, so my button is follow. The next thing you can do is scroll down and look at this about us info. Click here on edit page info. You should be able to enter a username which will give you a unique URL like this above, facebook.com/cineinmedia. That's a good reliable way for your business to be discovered. Enter the right category here. Enter your contact information, phone number, email, and your business's website. Enter the location of your business. If you do not have a location, you can press this radio button. If you have a physical store that customers can visit, select that. If your page travels to its customer, select that. Can customers buy your services and goods online? If it's an online store, enter that as well. You can also select the service area that you are operating in by entering the right neighborhood pin codes here. Select the number of hours that your business is open for. Select if it's temporarily closed or operating as usual or anything like that. In the more section, there's some more settings as well. You can add a QR code which makes it easier for your business to be discoverable. You can add a QR code which makes it easier to be discoverable by mobile users. Select a price range if you are selling anything. Connect your other social media channels right here. As you can see, you can connect Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, YouTube, and various other social media channels. This will help your users to navigate from your Facebook page to the other social media channels. Another aspect of Facebook page are these tabs. You can go here in more, edit the tabs, turn off or turn on the tab that you need. Some of them are always going to be there. As you can see, there's no way to turn off about. You can take it on top. You can adjust their sequence and you're good to go. Top left corner, you can click here and then that will take you to the main page, the home page. Moving on, as you can see here on the left panel, there is a bunch of things here. The number one thing we will look at is the inbox. Now, when you click on inbox, it will take you to the business suite. We'll come back to the business suite as well. As you can see, all your messages can be managed from here. You can connect your Instagram here as well. So all the Instagram DMs can land here. So all the messages from your Facebook page and your Instagram page can be responded to from here. You can also create automated responses for frequently asked questions. Coming back to our business page, we have resources and tools that you can use that are provided by Facebook for you to learn from them. What are the best practices and everything. Notifications are your notifications. Insights is where you can see how well your page is doing. Insights like reach, page views, page previews, page likes. Depending on your duration, you can select here and understand what is working, what's not working, which week was good, which was not good. Try to understand the recommendations that Facebook might provide at times as well. Going back, we have publishing tools, which is now actually business suite. I'm going to click on try business suite. Business suite is similar to Creator Studio. You can create and publish posts here. As you can see, these are my previously published posts. You can see the reach, engagement, likes and reactions, comments and shares. If you want to schedule a post, you can click here, schedule a post, select the time and date, select the placements. If there is a visual post, if there is a video or a graphic image or a photo, then you can post it on Instagram feed as well. Add them by here, add photo, add video, or you can create a basic animation with an image that is there. Select the headline and select the call to action. Facebook can create this slideshow here for you. Add a call to action if you need to, and you can also check the preview before you upload here. This is the desktop preview for the post, and this is the mobile news feed preview right here. You can either schedule a post here, publish it immediately, or reschedule it if there is a post that you have already scheduled. There are a bunch of more things within the Facebook business suite. You can add stories as well, stories that are active, stories that are scheduled, and stories that you have previously posted can be seen in these options here. You can have a look and feel of your timeline here as well, in order to understand which post is outdated, which post needs to be hidden, which posts need to be brought up or reposted. Another great feature is this calendar, where you can go and see the posts that are scheduled, posts that were already posted, and understand what are the dates that you're going to publish and what are the times that you're going to publish your post. Let's go to the home page here. You can see a snapshot of the recent activities and a basic insight of your page. Activities is nothing but notifications. You can check that out here. There's also an insight section which is very similar to the one that was already on page. You can have an overview, you can look at the trends, you can look at which content is working, which may not be working, and how your audience is behaving. Further, there are more advanced tools here as well. You're free to explore them. Now that we've learned how to create an effective business page on Facebook, let's learn how to grow it. One of the best ways of growing a page is by running ads. It might be costly, but it's very effective when you want to grow an audience, when you want to grow a follower base, when you want people to like your page, share your page, comment on it. It works really well, especially because you have control over the audience that you're trying to engage with as well. The next point is to create valuable content. A good example of what a valuable content can be seen here. Here they have created a content. Here they've created a blog actually with the topic of preventing kitchen disasters with the hacks from every mother's cookbook. Now here, this content can be really valuable for anybody who's trying to learn how to cook. As you can see, the placement of hashtag is also another point that they have made sure to not overindulge in a lot of hashtags, but to keep it very topical and to keep it to the point. Another way of growing your audience on Facebook is by creating content that is shareable by the viewers. A good example of shareable content is right here. As you can see, this is a popular meme that Zomato has used. This can be used by anybody out there by simply clicking share. They can add to their newsfeed, they can add to their stories, send it to a group, or share it with a friend, or add a friend here down in the comment. Everything works great here. One of the most prominent qualities of shareable content usually is the relatability that people have with it. If people are able to relate with it, people will share it to other people who can relate with it. So keeping the relatability as the top priority, you can create all the shareable content that you want. Another simple but overlooked concept is engaging with your audience. A good example of engaging with your followers is right here in the comment section. As you can see, McDonald's has themselves responded to these things, to the comments on time in a very prompt manner, most probably. So that is very much valuable for any customer that is coming and landing up on your page. As you can see, they have responded to almost every comment, I believe, that exists here. That's very much important. You can automate them as well, but it really works well when you get a response from an official brand. The next point is using groups to bring the right audience to your page. Let's take an example of a perfume brand. I'm sure there are groups of perfume enthusiasts who would like to know the new and upcoming perfumes that are coming up in the market. Now that group can be really valuable if you're a perfume brand. You can reach out to the audience there and talk about how different your perfume is. You can give awareness about the kind of perfumes that you have, where you're located, what kind of pricing range that you're in, and that can bring the audience to your Facebook page directly or you can take them and bring them to your website where you can convert them from there. The next and the last point is the influencer marketing here. This works really great when you do not want to run ads, let's say, but you still have some budget and you're reaching out to very specific group of people. Let's say that you are selling gaming chairs. You're selling chairs that are highly functional, very ergonomic, very much designed for longer duration of sitting, and your target audience is gamers. One of the best influences for you can be the content creators that are creating game reviews and gameplays. By interacting with them, you are already interacting with their audience and hence with the people who are most likely to buy that product.